Welcome to the Ribeye Radio Show, the official show of the Steak Cook-Off Association. Now, sit back, grab a cold one, and let's talk steak.
Hello, everyone. We're here in the beautiful backyard in
Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico.
Marco says that much better than I do. We tried for a few minutes to get me to be able to say it, but that ain't happening. We had a great flight into Tucson today. Our friend Guillermo.
Good job.
Welcome.
He drove us. Yes, we're here in his backyard with his lovely family, and he's cooking us. What are you making for dinner tonight?
Well, we're opening with some pork jowl in a bed of lime juice, chili oil, and then we're moving on to sweetbreads.
Oh,
and
man.
then we're moving on to smoked grilled chicken with Oaxacan black mole. Is that a sight?
Oh, man, I can't wait. I am so hungry. It's going to be amazing. Thank you for having us here. We're so excited to get to come to Mexico and get to know you guys better and do more events here and have you guys come to America and spend some time with us. So thank you for having us.
You're most welcome here in my house, here in my country, and on behalf of my countrymen. And we would like to really join the SCA.
See, that's hard to say.
In the future.
Yeah, it's kind of like Guillermo.
It's like, I know it is the Steak Cook-Off Association, but in Mexico it means the Sociedad de Carne Asada.
Oh,
Kind of has a nice roll to it.
it does.
All
Sounds
right.
better in Spanish.
Geez, Brett speaks a little Spanish, I've noticed down here.
A little bit.
It got us through immigration.
Barely. It didn't work last time, did it?
No, we're down here to do a class tomorrow. What do you got planned for tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow, Rancho El 17 and Norzon are sponsoring our beef ribeyes.
That's English, by the way.
Our beef ribeyes and our pork ribeye steaks. And there's also Stepe beer, which is is an artisanal type of beer. It's going to delight us with their presence there.
Do they brew it locally?
Yeah, it's a local brewery. Yes, it's a local brewery that we like so much, and it's going to be a good start for the SCA and all the crew here in Mexico. There are just waiting to jump into the competition.
We drove for like 45 minutes seeing these grapevines. Looked like.
Oh, yeah,
I was like, I didn't know you guys made wine down here, because it was just like the biggest, grape.
Thought it was a huge vineyard.
Yeah, table grapes.
Table grapes, yes.
They probably make like a bazillion tons of grapes. That was amazing.
You
So.
said there was 4,500 people picked those grapes?
A friend of mine, our team pitmaster in the Insomnia's team, it's bringing 4,500 people each year to pick his grapes.
God, that's fascinating. It just went on and on forever.
There's others in this is grape country, barbecue country, and steak country.
No, it's
Hell
big
yeah.
country now.
In Mexico.
Wow. No, we're so happy to be here. It's a great drive-in. I hope you get to see some of our pictures we took. Brett took one of possibly the best picture he's ever taken. That was
Possibly, yeah.
beautiful. The giant. What are those cactuses called? The tall ones?
Yeah, the cactus is the night site of the saguaros is in Magdalena, right out of the toll booth, and there's a million of those, and it's just a beautiful site. It's just like McKinnon's Gold to the max. It's a western site.
Yeah.
In the fall and in the spring, the sky gets red and it's beautiful.
We
In the
got-
saguaros, it just makes for a beautiful experience.
Sawadas.
That's hard to
Cactus.
say when you're from Minnesota. They were beautiful. In America, you see one or two in a landscape, that are planted on purpose, but to see that many over and over and over again, it was really stunning.
That was great.
And the sunset here was pretty cool. when I was driving into the airport this morning from Fort Worth, it was a beautiful sunrise, just great. Took some great pictures. But tonight, the sunset here was amazing. It was just beautiful.
Amazing. Glad to have you here in my house and with my family, my kids, my compadre, and we're ready for you.
You know, it's a little different custom here. We eat dinner at 10:30.
Yeah, but we start drinking about 7. That's pretty normal.
That's great. You know that, siesta, when it cools down, the night comes out, the nightlife happens.
It's probably a Spanish leftover tradition where we do everything later than we say we're going to do it.
We're going to be groupies. We're
I think our pilot must have been Spanish because that son B was late.
Yeah, no, just a beautiful town in between the mountains. You took us to the top of there's a big hill over there.
Yeah, Bell Hill, Cerro de la Campana. It's a marble hill, and when you shook the rocks, you really heard the bell sign. It was like banging a freaking bell. Remember it?
Must be iron set. It's incredible. It does sound like a giant bell.
Yes, and the city grew up on the surroundings of that bell. So you could see the old Hermosillo and just people have the appreciation. We take our kids. I take my kids every other month.
Oh, it's
or
beautiful
something.
up there. You can see the whole city.
Remember it, and I'm glad that you liked it.
I've been lucky enough to travel around the world doing this, but the only thing that comes close is Paris. You can oversee the whole town. But we walked around the whole top of it.
All right.
I mean, you had a 360 view of the whole town. It was amazing. It was really neat.
It was really
This
neat.
was top of the list.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're going to cook for a bunch of your friends and grilling enthusiasts here. How'd you hear about us? I mean, how'd you find us? How'd you get our clothes?
Yeah.
The first,
he's wearing SCA branded hat and shirt. Very
It
nice.
doesn't say SCA
With
Mexico.
Mexican flags, so he looks pretty good. We'll take a picture of him.
That's
put it
not
on
really politically correct, Ken. That's a Hispanic flag.
Oh, excuse me.
once you cross the
He still
border,
looks
the
good.
policies becomes foggier. I'll shoot the policies right now.
There
Mexicans, we like food. We love food. We've done it for thousands of years.
Your city was founded in 1700 as we were driving in. I saw that. Wow.
Yeah, and it's one of the new ones. It really is. But it's cattle country. So, being in cattle country, steak is probably the staple of our cuisine, of our modern cuisine. Our cuisine is old, as 200 years, 300 years and stuff, but really the highlight of it is the steaks. So we wanted to compete in an international level to meet with you guys, all of those people that you have in other countries. This makes the party so much fun, and being from humble origins, it just makes good pride to join with you.
Us? Did you run into us somewhere? Or, that always amazes me. Like somebody in Japan calls it, but
yeah.
How did you first hear about the SCA?
The first time I did it was really, and I don't know if this is sanctioned or not. I got a few grill grates for my smoker, and in the owner's manual, I saw that 6 of or
We love
5.
you, Brad Barrett.
Thank you, Brad Barrett.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I love you too, Barrett.
Yeah.
So I said, champions were won with the steak cook-off. So what's the steak cook-off association? So I started digging, and I just dropped you guys an email. You answered. We met in we were in Memphis in the
From grill
summertime.
grates. I thought, wow.
You never know where it's
I
going to
didn't know
come
that.
from.
That's
So,
incredible.
From that, we picked it up, and at least I got an email back, and probably a few
It's
months
from me.
later, we're here, and you guys are here with my family. You met my kids, my wife, and my compadre here, Marco Antonio Martinez, the steak guy from our friends, right? Shake it, baby. You shake it, baby. Shake it, baby.
Shake
it, baby.
Go,
Shake it,
shake it, baby.
Marco fit right in with us.
So I'm really
Yeah,
happy
Marco's
that I got my friends excited about
Yes.
bringing them into the State Cook-Off Association.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm just going to lead this movement in Mexico. I'm going to make a competitions for all of you guys, and I'm going to get every people excited of the carne asada, which was you represent. And I'm really happy to become part of that movement and leading it and helping you guys grow it. So that's how I heard about you. Rig race, boom, 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 boom. You just scaled
I
up.
bet you guys have been grilling
Answer,
steaks here, in Mexico for a long, long time.
Oh, forever. Yeah.
I mean, what's normal steak? What do you guys cook? What's your normal steak?
Marco,
Are you more?
When we're not here and you're not doing inch and
I
quarter.
do the ribeyes and the New Yorks and sometimes the arracheras.
our church is the flank steak or the
Oh
steak
yeah,
steak,
good flank
That's
steak.
New Yorks.
very good.
the New Yorks,
And the ribs.
the
Do they eat
ribs.
steak here like we do in America? Like the big old piece of meat and you cut off a piece, or is it more like fajitas where you cut up the whole steak and share it with the family, or what's kind of your steak experience
No, we
like?
do the same like you do. We make the steak and we could add they make some
The baked
tacos.
potato.
It's different. We don't don't use the potato. We use the guacamole. We use the onion. We use the sauces that we make here, and that's you should try that.
I'm getting
It's
hungry.
it's
wait
very
till dinner.
different.
Guess you're
Yeah,
killing
It's
me.
just not the potato and the asparagus and or
Yeah.
the beef. We make like Mexican style. It is really, really. You should try it there.
Oh, we are tonight.
Of
You know,
course.
it's fun because it's a different experience.
It
In
is,
America,
yeah.
It's a big old slab with a baked potato.
We put the
and a
chile
iceberg
verde over
salad.
there. You have
You guys
onions.
take it to another level.
The sauces that we make with sometimes with chiltepin from the region from here, and we make with the chilies, so hot chilies like habanero.
We're having a few grilled items, but we're having 10 kinds of sauce tonight. The
awesome.
sauces here are just amazing. That's interesting.
Layering
The different
flavors.
dynamics of steak. We went to Japan and they slice it really wafer thin, and they either cook it real hot on a griddle or drop it into a really boiling broth. So it's a real quick. Everyone has a different experience with steak.
Yes, we made some the salsa borracha.
Okay.
The salsa borracha, it's a sauce. You grill
The vegetables,
chilies, tomatoes,
Onions.
onions,
garlic.
and you put a beer. I said you make this that thing. You put a beer over there, and we said that drunken sauce.
So you do it like a big skillet or a kamal.
You
What are
put
you
it.
cooking in?
You put it in
A saucepan.
Oh,
saucepan.
You grill the
Okay.
things and you put a saucepan and it becomes drunk. So it's awesome. That's what it is. It just becomes,
Fun.
you let it
Sounds like
reduce,
a crowd pleaser.
burn out the alcohol, it just becomes awesome. That's what it is.
So where-
Marco, congratulations.
Where do you think you'll have your first grilling event here?
Well, the first grilling event should be after the summer. Here it gets really hot and
Hot
really
in hell.
nasty. But after you guys leave, we want to plant the seed. So we want to keep teaching and sharing
Come back.
the people so they train my team, others' team, everybody's team. So
Would you
they,
welcome teams from America or Japan if they want to come down and cook with you
every
guys?
single person
Yes.
that wants to match up, this is America to the man. Fair game, freedom and fair game. This is freedom and fair game. So let's do it. Fair game and freedom and fun.
Yeah.
So there's the 3 F's: freedom, fair game, and fun, dude. There's
So what do your
nothing
buddies
to
say
beat it.
when I'm going to do a grilling competition?
Well, here in Sonora, it's a small town. It's a small people.
800,000 people.
Yeah.
That's
Small
not small
town.
in our world.
They're kind of shy. But when you talk carne asada, it's a personal pride. You get
So
You have to be the boss of the carne asada.
so
But
they're,
you
they're,
can call it carne asada, but it's still a ribeye, right?
Of course.
Translate that into American speak because
carne asada means the skill.
grilled.
The-
Yeah,
the
that's
right?
more the skill.
What's a literal
Yes, is
translation?
more of the
Carne
skill to
asada
turn
is a
the
grilled
meat
steak.
into
Okay.
what it
Steak.
is. Whether it's a steak or for a taco, people know how to separate the two.
Yeah.
So we're talking about steaks,
Yes.
and this is Steak Town. In Mexico, Sonora, Hermosillo is a steak town, and we're ready to take
I like that.
on the
Take
challenge.
down.
And we have a lot of very good meat from here. From
the meat
producer
from
from
here were
yeah.
amazing.
The people who do have a very nice, how do you say, ganado.
Cattle. They have very good cattle, very good feedlots.
Yeah.
Very natural.
We saw cattle, the 4-hour drive up down here. You saw cattle. You didn't see sheep, you didn't see goats. You saw happy cattle. It was beautiful.
And let me tell you something about that cattle. Because most of the cattle is raised for export. The guys who make the feedlots make it for the national consumption, but now they're exporting it to several countries.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Japan.
They have standing up the high choice that we make, and now the prime is stepping into every other country's prime beef.
It was beautiful. We got to
I
see it earlier. It's amazing.
I really like to enjoy it, to invite you to taste it, and that's why you're here, to taste it and to have fun with us, and
meet the people from here.
And tell our
We're
friends.
going to be our friends.
SCSA Mexico rules, dude. You just planted the seed, it's going to grow like wildfire. It's like mesquite. You just need a light rain, and it's going to go green.
Yeah.
That's why you're doing the grain, and I'm doing the mesquite thing.
Food is such a universal language.
Yeah.
We've been lucky enough to meet people in so many different countries, and even if you don't even speak the same language, when you're cooking together, you don't have to speak the same language. That's amazing. True.
Cooks speak through feelings.
It's true.
That's our language. You can write books, recipes, and stuff, but cooks really cook most of the time by feeling. Competition, we get that feeling trained, and that's what we want to do here. Get those feelings, get your traditions, focus on standards, and grilling with standards and technique. When feeling meets standards and clear expectations, it becomes just not good.
Guys,
it becomes something else, bro. Something else.
Can you hear the passion he
the pride
speaks
in
with?
that. And that's why our judge, our founding,
it's awesome.
The fairness, the anonymity. When a guy takes that much pride in the food he's doing, that judging better be goddamn fair and straight.
Fair
just because when you put yourself into it at that level, it needs to be fair.
And that's why we're bringing you here to sanction the first Mexican event, to make sure it's fair, it's run naturally, it's run in feeling the passion of the people, and at the end of the day, it makes a proud winner.
Absolutely.
That everybody can feel proud to be their friend.
That's
what we're doing here. We're being friends in the Ribeye show
He's
right
never
now.
seen one of our events.
He hadn't been to it.
Never been in.
But
What's so cool is that people who don't win are so happy to see their friend win. They're not.
That's awesome.
That joy in seeing their friend win, that they know that they did it honorably.
Yes.
That is so neat. Because even though they left without winning something, they leave happy.
Yes.
Because they know
Knowing
somebody won a fair
someone earned it.
contest, and that's so cool.
Making friends, meeting people. And
Oh,
doing
yeah,
things
it's
great.
It's really a social event.
My friend Marco right here was watching us going into barbecue, complicated, skillful, time-consuming, and he really thinks I'm gonna be able to do it. Now we're talking steaks.
yeah,
I'm sticking into
He showed me his grill.
It's a Grandon of Dominion. Now the land is flat.
It's the everyman's.
Yes.
Now it's every man's skill and flat. Now
Wow.
the plane is leveled.
Yeah.
Now we compete. And now he's entering
That's why.
And a lot of people that we're doing the other stuff are scared. Why? Because it's a fair play. It's as flat a ground, and you can do it. And this is the SCA.
That's what
And
it's all
to
about.
me,
Yeah.
it inspires me to teach these guys what it is to compete and to thrive. That's what it is.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Yes.
Salud.
Thank
Salud.
We're here to have a good dinner, and
Cheers.
we'll add a little more to this
So
episode tomorrow.
for Marcos, we leveled the playing ground.
Yeah.
He now can compete
Yes.
on the same level playing ground as everybody else.
Because not everyone
Yes.
has that kind of grill in their
Yeah,
backyard.
we all don't have a Yoder.
I mean, that is the
600.
biggest grill.
Yeah, we don't all have a Yoder in
put
our
up a
backyard.
picture. My God, he has
But
like the
We
Cadillac
may have a Weber or a whatever grill we may have.
or a PK grill or
PK
a Weber.
grill. We can all compete on that.
Yes.
Yes, it make it easier for the people who
You-
like
you-
to make
you-
the.
you
Right.
just-
Who
you
likes
You
to
don't
make-
have a truck. You don't have a trailer.
Exactly.
You don't have.
I have a truck, but I didn't have to pull up the
Right.
stuff.
You can put a small grill in your back
And
seat
now
or
you
in the back of the
just
truck.
made a true potential champion coming to the plate.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
And you could bring the kids. It's
Yes.
not like you're risking the rent money on going to a competition. You know, it's affordable and you don't have to, you know, it's a fixed cost. You come and you might win a lot of money or, you know, at least break even. But, you know, it doesn't
You
take a
should
lot
have
to
a
bring the
great
kids.
time with
It's a
doing the
family
competition.
event.
You should have a great
Yes.
time and meet more people.
And awesome is that there's payouts in the competition in money.
Yes,
When
absolutely.
you come to the SCA competitions, there's payouts in the money. Next time you check in Monday, you cash your check. There's no waiting around or gifts or something. You cash your paycheck, get your
Cash.
money
You
back,
send them home with the money.
get your money back, and be happy with it.
And with your ring.
And there's for the three places. So it's fair game. It's you get your money back for three of the people, and it's for everyone. For everyone. Everyone should come.
Even if you don't win, you have a good time.
Everyone
And
wins.
if you don't win, you know how to win it the next time.
Yeah.
Put in more effort, the training, the asking the questions, and the SCSA is going to be there for you all the time.
We're so lucky to have been able to be involved with this and meet people all across the world, and we're excited to do things here. What a great group! Talk about passion for food. We're about to sample this guy's cooking, so
This guy has a passion for food.
we'll let you know tomorrow how it
We're
was.
thankful to have you as part of
Thank
SCA.
you for inviting us into your home and meeting your great friends. And
Compadre, Marco.
I'm making them Canaritas, folks, so might be the next wave in Mexico. Okay, what did we say? Grilling. We had a great closing the other day.
Well, thank everybody for listening. It's been a great show. Good
Absolutely.
to meet. Good to talk with you guys from Mexico.
Thank you so much.
Great to hear another
Thank you
perspective.
for having you here. It's amazing.
Oh man, it's our pleasure.
Yeah,
So
we're living the dream.
truly living the dream. Keep your drinks cold and your grills hot.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, good to see everyone.
See you next week.